All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 008203 and 2025 CR 008569, State versus Robert Louis Moreno II. Are you Mr. Moreno? And the cause number ending in 03, you're charged with indecency with a child's sexual contact. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. And the cause number ending in 69, you're charged with sexual performance by a child less than 14 years, employment, directing, or promotion. That's a first-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Then in cause number 2025 CR 008203, how do you plea?
No contest.
And in cause number 2025 CR 008569, how do you plea?
No contest.
All right. So the court is finding there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty in each cause number. Why should I follow this plea bargaining agreement?
I don't believe that Mr. Moreno has prior history. Could be wrong. It's been a while since I looked at his history, but he does not have anything like anything in his past, including this. As you can see before you, he is in a wheelchair not because he chooses to be or it's a temporary condition. I have been provided a great deal of information. Of course, he can tell you out of his own mouth what his diagnosis is. He's never going to get up and walk away. He's never going to get any better. It'll only get worse from what you see before you. We thought after conferring, myself, Mr. Wright, Mr. Moreno, extensive with him and his family, and with Mr. Moreno's family, they're somewhat in opposition to our doing this, but they are at the appropriate time to talk to the court more extensively about his medical condition. There's also quite a bit of documentation that I probably bring before the court with regard to what is his affliction. Like I said, to just summarize, if he can't get his hands on a phone, for example, I don't mean to put it any other way, or if he's not around anybody, and I think it would be pretty easy to not allow him any type of mobility in that area. His mobility is just what you see. Wanted to bring someone into the house, that's probably the only other way you could ever have any contact. If he didn't have a phone, he couldn't have any contact. Some of this is over the telephone, the performance part that you're reading. So it's quite a bit of there's quite a bit of favorable things. And of course, I don't mean to get into the probation aspects. I know you're not asking that at this time, but I think that when we get to that point, those kind of things, I think they do kind of blend into what you're asking about. Why should I follow this? In other words, I don't think the bottom line is you're not releasing a sexual predator on the community, either if he gets prison and gets out or if he gets probation. I just don't think, I mean, there's so many ways to restrict him at this point. The family that's here, they don't appear to me to have any kind of drug, alcohol, any other kind of issues. They were surprised at what we talked about. I've had them out in the hall privately before today, talked to him on the phone, talked to him other times in the court. We've been here several times and gone over a lot of this. And their surprise was surprise. And I think that now that they've been alerted, anyone in the family been alerted this, and this seems to be a fairly functional family, if you will. I've seen a lot worse than this. I can tell you that. I mean, this is a good family. So I think that he's had some urges that probably are not going to occur again. And it was just inappropriate and wrong behavior. But I don't, in the long run, I think that every day that he spends in this chair, and that'll be pretty much for the rest of his life, I can't see anything changing based on what diagnosis is more than any other person that you put in TDC or on probation. Every day it's really double in a sense. I don't know how else to categorize it, but whatever happens to him is his confinement is a sentence.
Your Honor, sorry, I was gonna, may I respond? In conferring with my co-counsel, the state is asking the court to follow it. Our complainant has been communicated to regarding this plea and is supportive of it. in the circumstances of how the allegations got brought to light, in that the defendant was the person I think who brought them to light, were facts that we took into account in making this offer and why we're asking the court to accept it.
All right. So are you asking for a PSI? If you're asking for a PSI, it's going to be about 8 to 12 weeks. If you would want to just recall it and you can present your witnesses or whatever evidence, we can do it sooner.
My witnesses are present only because of the plea, so I could ask them to approach, or we could come back and as a recall. I think that might be better. I don't think that we need to have any type of TAP or mental health evaluations. Mr. Moreno is completely, he's intelligent. He doesn't have any mental issues that I can see, any type of issues that need to be addressed in the form of a probation interview.
All right. If you want to do it now, we can do it now. Or if you want to bring it back next week, we can bring it back next week. However you would wish to it.
Could I have about?
Sure.
So we'd like to take the kind of option that the court's given us and be recalled, allowing them to more fully prepare for what they'd like to say.
Okay. Which date would you like?
They say any date that you want, Judge. They're totally
Well, what
happy.
is good for you?
I guess Wednesday is fine with me, whatever.
Oh,
it
not
is.
Wednesday. It'd have to, sorry, I tell you any date and then I give you,
No.
it's Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday.
Okay, let's try Tuesday. Tuesday, okay.
Okay. All right. Ms. Ferguson, if you can recall this for Tuesday, the 28th, please. And PSI's waived.
Oh.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right. Thank you, counsel. And thank you for clearing that up.
We have
And thank you, state.
Yes, ma'am.